Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to share with you my top 10 self-improvement books that everyone should read. These books have helped me to grow as a person, to overcome challenges, to find happiness and to achieve my goals. I hope they will inspire you too. 1. Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. The first book on my list is Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. This is a classic work of Stoic philosophy written by the Roman emperor and philosopher in the 2nd century AD. In this book, Aurelius shares his personal reflections on how to live a good life, how to cope with adversity, how to control your emotions and how to be virtuous. He teaches us that we can't control what happens to us, but we can control how we react to it. He also reminds us that we should focus on the present moment, on what we can do, and on what really matters. One of my favorite quotes from this book is, "Only a madman looks for figs in winter." This means that we should adjust our expectations according to reality, and not waste our time and energy on things that are impossible or irrelevant. 2. Feeling Good. The New Mood Therapy by David D. Burns. The second book on my list is Feeling Good. The New Mood Therapy by David D. Burns. This is a best-selling book that introduces the principles of cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, a form of psychotherapy that helps people to change their negative thoughts and feelings. Burns shows us how our thoughts affect our emotions, and how we can use various techniques to challenge and change them. He also provides practical exercises and examples to help us overcome depression, anxiety, anger, guilt, low self-esteem and other common problems. One of my favorite quotes from this book is, "The only way to feel better about yourself is to do something." This means that we should take action instead of procrastinating or avoiding our problems, and that we should reward ourselves for our achievements. 3. Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty. The third book on my list is Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty. This is a recent book that shares the wisdom and insights of a former monk who became a popular podcaster and social media influencer. Shetty teaches us how to apply the ancient practices of mindfulness, meditation, gratitude, compassion and purpose to our modern lives. He also helps us to identify and overcome the distractions, fears and attachments that prevent us from finding peace and happiness. One of my favorite quotes from this book is, "Your passion is for you. Your purpose is for others." This means that we should pursue what we love, but also use our gifts and talents to serve others and make a positive difference in the world. 4. The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. The fourth book on my list is The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. This is a controversial but fascinating book that reveals the secrets and strategies of some of the most influential and successful people in history. Greene analyzes the actions and behaviors of rulers, generals, artists, con artists, seducers and others who have mastered the art of power. He also provides examples and anecdotes from various cultures and eras to illustrate each law. He warns us that power is not evil or good in itself, but depends on how we use it. One of my favorite quotes from this book is, "Never outshine the master." This means that we should be careful not to appear more competent or talented than those above us, or else we might provoke their envy and resentment. 5. The Happiness Project by Gretchen Rubin. The fifth book on my list is The Happiness Project by Gretchen Rubin. This is an inspiring and entertaining book that documents the author's one-year experiment to find out what makes her happy. Rubin sets herself monthly resolutions based on various themes such as energy, love, work, play, money and spirituality. She also researches the science and philosophy of happiness, and shares her findings and tips with her readers. She shows us that happiness is not something that happens to us, but something that we can create for ourselves. One of my favorite quotes from this book is, "The days are long, but the years are short." This means that we should appreciate every moment of our lives, because time flies faster than we think. 6. The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. The sixth book on my list is The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. This is an informative and engaging book that explains how habits work in our brains, in our lives, and in our society. Duhigg shows us how habits are formed, how they can be changed, and how they can influence our behavior and performance. He also provides examples and stories from various fields and domains, such as business, sports, health, politics, and culture. He teaches us that habits are powerful tools that we can use to achieve our goals and improve ourselves. One of my favorite quotes from this book is, "Change might not be fast and it isn't always easy. But with time and effort, almost any habit can be reshaped." This means that we should not give up on our desired changes, but persist and practice until they become automatic and effortless. 7. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey. The 7th book on my list is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey. This is a classic and influential book that presents a holistic and integrated approach to personal and professional success. Covey introduces 7 habits that are based on universal principles of effectiveness, such as proactivity, vision, prioritization, synergy, and renewal. He also provides a framework and a process to help us apply these habits to our daily lives. He teaches us that effectiveness is not a matter of luck or talent, but of character and choice. One of my favorite quotes from this book is, "Begin with the end in mind." This means that we should have a clear vision of what we want to achieve, and align our actions and decisions with that vision. 8. The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. The 8th book on my list is The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. This is a simple but profound book that reveals the source of our self-limiting beliefs and suffering. Ruiz draws on the ancient wisdom of the Toltec people, a native Mexican culture, to propose 4 agreements that we should make with ourselves. These agreements are: be impeccable with your word, don't take anything personally, don't make assumptions, and always do your best. He explains how these agreements can help us to free ourselves from fear, judgment, guilt, and regret. One of my favorite quotes from this book is, "Don't take anything personally. Nothing others do is because of you." This means that we should not let other people's opinions or actions affect our self-esteem or happiness, because they are based on their own perceptions and projections. 9. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. The 9th book on my list is The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. This is a spiritual and inspirational book that teaches us how to live in the present moment, and how to awaken to our true nature. Tolle shows us how our ego and our mind create illusions of time, identity, and reality that cause us pain and suffering. He also guides us to access the state of consciousness that he calls the now, where we can experience peace, joy, and freedom. He teaches us that the now is the only thing that exists, and the only thing that matters. One of my favorite quotes from this book is, "Realize deeply that the present moment is all you have. Make the now the primary focus of your life." This means that we should not dwell on the past or worry about the future, but focus on what is happening right now, and what we can do right now. 10. The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. The 10th and final book on my list is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. This is a beautiful and enchanting book that tells the story of a young shepherd boy who embarks on a journey to find his treasure and his destiny. Along the way, he meets various characters who teach him valuable lessons about life, love, faith, and fate. He also learns to follow his heart, his intuition, and his dreams. He discovers that the treasure he seeks is not something external, but something within himself. One of my favorite quotes from this book is, "When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it." This means that we should not be afraid to pursue our passions and purposes, because we will receive guidance and support from unexpected sources. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one. Also, let me know in the comments which books you have read or want to read from this list, or if you have any other recommendations for self-improvement books. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.